Good morning, parents and students. Welcome to Zhonghua Secondary School's Open House 2022. The program in the auditorium will begin shortly in 5 minutes. Kindly take your seat and turn your mobile devices to silent mode. There are also more seats in the school library on level 3, which will broadcast a live stream of the same program. Thank you. Good morning, Principal, Ms. Hill, Vice Principals, parents, and students. Welcome to Zhonghua Secondary School. My name is Jolene from 2E3, and I will be your MC for this segment. This year, our school is excited to welcome you back to our physical open house to experience what Zhonghua has to offer. You can expect to learn more about the enriching academic courses, CCA experiences, and school-wide programs that will develop your child to be a scholar and a leader through the years in Zhonghua. Kicking off with the student performances, let us put our hands together to welcome our very own Chinese orchestra, who will perform two orchestral pieces, Journey and Matsuri. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the Chinese orchestra. Thank you, Chinese Orchestra, for the storic performance. Founded in 2001 with only 13 members, Zhonghua Chinese Orchestra has grown from strength to strength to become one of the most popular CCAs in the school, with over 100 members currently. The CCA has clinched 5 consecutive certificates of distinction, which shows their drive for excellence. Next up, our English Language, Literary, Drama, and Debate Society, or ELDBS, will be putting up a short skit that follows the journey of a boy who has newly enrolled in the Zhonghua. What challenges will he face? What help can he receive? Let's find out.
Hey boys and girls, do you know we achieved excellent results for core subjects? English, math, science, physics, chemistry, biology, history, literature, social studies, geography, art, elements of society. Slow down, please. Sorry. And not only that, we also have coding, computing, data technology, and nutrition and food science.
But what is simply studying without some drama in your life? We give you all the drama you want. Tragedy, comedy, and romance. No need for K-drama. Drama is life. No, really, drama is great.
And you have basketball. Shoot!
And we also have dance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And this is there. Martha, Zaria. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. 1, 2.
There were so many options and I was overwhelmed. But what got me in the end was, hey, I used to be like you, B6. And that was what did it for me. It wasn't the companion school program, although they were great. It wasn't a long list of subjects, although they are fantastic and gave me many options. It wasn't even the variety of CAs, especially the drama club, although they are great. At the end of the day, it was the people who made the difference. It was where I knew I could be at home and where I aspired to be a student leader one day, helping someone just like me.
Thank you, ELDBS. Founded as Common Law for the Arts, ELDBS offers opportunities for drama as well as debate. Students learn to step into the shoes of others and also think from multiple perspectives, which are invaluable skills and competencies to prepare students for the dynamic world. Without further ado, may I welcome our principal, Ms. Cindy Low, to introduce the full array of programs and learning opportunities that Changhua offers. Ms. Low, please.
Good morning, P6 students, parents, my colleagues, and my students. Did you enjoy the morning's program for you already? Can you please give me a thumbs up if you do? Thank you very much. My colleagues and my students have put in a lot of effort just to prepare for today so that you have a chance to find out more about our school and the different programs that we have. Okay, so at various points, or rather, you will see my colleagues at the side. They are the ones that are in the green polo team like me. So if you have got any questions later, please feel free to address them. Okay, but I'll start with introducing our vice principals. Okay, they are Mr. Koh Kai Hong, Mr. Tan Kim Kun, and Mr. Mark Hong. Okay, and before I start, okay, can I just also find out from all of you, how did you find out about Zhonghua or about open house? So you can see on the slide 4 options there. First, school outreach. So amongst you, maybe there are P6s that have already heard my colleagues share about Zhonghua at your primary school. Okay, or word of mouth, you could have heard about our school from your friends, family members, or other contacts that you may have. Okay, 3, school website, and 4, our social media pages. So with just a show of your fingers, can I just have a sensing of how you found out about school? Okay, I saw quite a few ones. Okay, so really our outreach program has worked. Okay, our social media and our website as well. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so before I go on, okay, let me introduce to you our what we believe in our school. So this is our vision, scholars, leaders. You also would have heard my students introduce this earlier in the parade segment. You also see this when you come into the foyer when you're doing your registration. Okay, so scholars, leaders, these are what we hope to nurture our students to become by the end of the 4 years with us. Okay, scholars meaning where they are well-read, they are all-rounded, they are discerning, they have this thirst for knowledge and embrace lifelong learning. In leaders, really we hope that our students will be anchored in values and that they will always find ways to contribute to the community, to the society. Okay, our mission is to nurture passionate learners, dynamic leaders, and connected citizens. And later through my programs, I hope you'll be able to hear how we do this. Okay, our school motto and values, time tested. Okay, for many, many years, this has defined what Zhonghua to be. Our school motto is courteous, righteous, edified, dignified, or in Chinese, 礼义廉耻. You also see it on the school building. Okay, our school values, resilience, integrity, care, and excellence. The acronym, or in short, it spells out RICE. Right, so RICE, staple part of our diet. We also hope that they will become a key part of who our students become. The next part here, okay, is a short video introducing Zhonghua's story and our journey through the years. We were founded 111 years ago. So let's view this video. Just give us a minute. Okay, it's okay, right? Just give my colleagues a little bit of time to figure it out.
One might be surprised to learn that Zhonghua, the co-ed school since 1984, started out as a girls' school. Zhonghua Girls' School was established in 1911. Dr. Sun Yat-sen's vision to give girls equal opportunities in education gave rise to Zhonghua's Girls' School, where individuals were developed both academically and in the arts. To cater to growing preference for English medium schools, the school adopted English as its medium of instruction in 1980. 1984 saw male and non-Chinese students admitted to the school.
I'm very proud of the school and I'm very proud of the students. When we see them doing well, we are very pleased that Zhonghua has really moved forward as we have anticipated, that we want the group to be deeper and we want the school to be prosperous as years go by. That's what we all want Zhonghua to be, evergreen forever.
So Zhonghua has really come a long way in all the years of history. Last year we celebrated our 110th anniversary, okay? And this is our history. So it was founded in 1911 by a group of Chinese businessmen who wanted to give girls a chance to be educated. Okay, and over the years, Zhonghua has grown, developed, but we stay true to our purpose and our belief, which is that every child should have a chance to good education and have a chance to succeed. Next on, I'll move on to our signature programs, which I'm sure many students and parents are interested in. But before that, let us also share with you why we design certain programs to be the way that they are, and what do we prepare our students for in the future. The youth today are growing up at a faster pace, more uncertain, and more connectable. Emerging technologies and digitalization will further transform industries and the future of work. The jobs they take on and skills required will be different from today. Our young people need to be adaptable in navigating complexities. They must be confident to try new ideas, create new things, and find innovative solutions to new problems. They must be able to work well with people of diverse backgrounds, to learn fast, unlearn, and relearn. With resilience and continual learning, they will rise to the challenges of tomorrow. So I'm sure you agree with me, right? Especially with the pandemic over the last 3 years, really that our students are going to face a future that is uncertain, that is rapidly evolving, and there's just so much that we need to do in order to prepare them to take on the challenges of tomorrow. So in the video, I spoke about the need for our students to be innovative, the need for them to be adaptable, the need for them to continually learn, grow, take on new knowledge, and this is why we have designed our programs to be as such. As you can see on the screen, there's a framework of our signature programs. We designed them to develop 3 key things. Number 1, knowledge in our students. 2, competencies. And 3, values. Okay, so if you can see the dark green circle, those are the competencies that we want to develop in our students. And why is it that we keep emphasizing competencies in our school? It is because we really believe that knowledge, what they learn today, may be relevant, but in years to come, even perhaps by the time they reach the workforce, some of this knowledge will become obsolete. But competencies, the skill sets that they have, will continue to be relevant and continue to help them to learn even as they move along in their future education or even in the workplace. The outermost circle, the colorful one, those are our signature programs, okay, which I will touch on later in my presentation. But broadly, they can be categorized into 3 strands, and those are the 3 strands: science and technology education, environmental sustainability education, and lastly, global perspective education. Across all our programs, what we try to do is to give students the opportunities, number 1, to do real-life problem solving, number 2, to work with their peers, number 3, to also pick up digital literacies as they go along. So I'll start with the art elective program. So some of the students are very passionate about art, they're interested, and they want to deepen their passion and their learning in this area. And some of them may also go on to pursue further studies even after secondary school in this area. We are one of the 7 secondary schools to offer AEP Art Elective Program. It's a 4-year commitment. It's a 4-year arts program leading to art or higher art at the O levels, and it's open to students from all courses. Okay, so the students have a chance to work on different media. Okay, they have a chance to meet students from other schools and even have their works displayed at national platforms. Okay, so this is student Yuan, okay, and this is her sharing on the AEP after 2 years. The AEP nurtured my skills in art, painting with different media, crafts such as clay modeling or pottery. I had opportunities to explore the unique styles of many artists and learned more about different art movements in the past. Okay, so that is our AEP. So students who are interested in the art elective program, do join us and apply for this program. We also have the STEM program. Okay, so STEM in short for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So this is riding on our national push for STEM education because we see the value in that. Okay, so we offer a variety of programs across different cohorts and across different courses. So at the top, you'll see robotics. This is something offered by our lower secondary normal course students. Okay, and we also integrate math and science into this so they have a chance to apply what they have learned in this area to authentic areas in their various subjects. Okay, the second area is that of computer and data literacy. I'll share a little bit more about that as well. And this is offered to our lower sec, express, and normal acad students. Okay, and we also offer O-level computing. This is for students who are very interested in computing, programming, and they can go on to offer this subject at the O levels as one of the subjects. So earlier on I mentioned computer and data literacy. This is something that we have introduced in recent years. Interdisciplinary in nature and across different subjects where again we look for opportunities where they can apply what they have learned so that these things make sense to them and they are able to internalize the knowledge and the skills better. Okay, so in STEM lessons, this is a student, Sherilyn. Okay, in STEM lessons, I learned how to analyze data, to make an infographic and different steps of designing a product to solve sustainability problems, which we'll be able to directly apply in the future. So for computer literacy, that is offered to our secondary 1 students. Okay, so there is this program called National Digital Literacy Program. Our students will purchase a personal learning device in secondary 1 when they come in. They will use this device to support the learning, both in school and at home through their years in Zhonghua. But in order for us to teach them how to use these devices well, responsibly, effectively, they go through this program in secondary 1 to equip them with the necessary skills. At the same time, we are very cognizant. We know that our students are exposed to a lot of information, bombarded with information on the media, so on and so forth. And we want to teach them the skills to make sense of the information, to process the information, and to use this information or this data in a meaningful manner. So as you can see on the picture on the left, that's actually our students presenting their research information in the form of infographics, so that they are able to tell the story and to help their audience to make sense of the information or the research that they have done. This is environmental sustainability. Earlier on, I spoke about one of the 3 strengths, and this is integrated into STEM lessons. I think you will all agree with me, right? Whether it's in the world or even in Singapore, there really have been increasing efforts to look closely at what we can do to combat climate change. We talk about in Singapore, the Green Plan 2030, and we want to sensitize our students to the challenges that they will be facing, that their generation will be facing, and the generations after them as well. So they identify problems that they want to work on, they work in groups, they collaborate, and then they propose workable, feasible solutions that they can then implement and encourage peers around them, their family members, to take on these solutions so that each one of us can do our part for the environment. And here we have Tiffany, who's in Sec 4 this year, telling us that the teachers really emphasize the importance of environmental sustainability and how the generation needs to strive towards this area. We also have the cross-cultural program. So, appreciation of cultures, of diversity, whether it's in Singapore or globally, we know that increasingly at the workplace, students have to work in teams. Some of them have opportunities to go overseas to study, some of them may have opportunities to go overseas to work. Even if they don't, in Singapore with remote working, etc., they will have many chances to work with people from diverse cultures, from diverse backgrounds. And it's important for us to teach them the skills to do so, respecting differences, respecting different perspectives, and how to leverage strengths of one another and what they come with. So we run programs, assembly programs, activities that the students take part in over the years. I want to draw your attention to the picture that's on the left. So that is actually a virtual tour that our students went on this year, as part of their post-exam activities. So they visited countries such as Vietnam, Thailand, and Hong Kong. In a more typical year when we could travel, our secondary 2 students have a chance to go to other countries for cross-cultural exchange. But now that we are unable to do that yet, we hope to eventually bring these back. But currently, when we are unable to do so, we take them on virtual tours so that they can also have a chance to visit other countries and find out more about their history, about their cultures, and their way of life. So this is our student leadership program. Okay, it's not different from what some of our P6s would have experienced as prefects in their school or as CCA leaders in their school. Okay, we really believe, right, true to our vision, that every student is a scholar and is a leader. And that's why we put a lot of emphasis on our leadership program. Okay, we tier our program into 3 tiers. At tier 1, that is where all students go through this. We run cohort-wide leadership programs for our students. Okay, and at tier 2, more specific groups, a wider group as well. Actually, one thing that we are very proud of and which our students tell us about is that they are given many opportunities in school to take on leadership roles. May not always be formal, even as group leaders, etc., or formal leadership positions, for example, student council, class care committee, so on and so forth. These opportunities help them to grow and develop over time. And when they go on to the polytechnic, to the ITE, to the JC, and they have to work on projects, they tell us they find that they are able to lead their course mates or their peers very easily because of all these opportunities that they have. More than half of our students have formal leadership positions or are given the opportunity for that in their 4 years or 5 years with us. Okay, at tier 3, that's the highest tier. Okay, are also customized program for the top tier students. Okay, we also have the talent development program. This is a more challenging curriculum for high potential students. Okay, and we are very glad that this year we are able to involve students from different courses into the talent development program as secondary one, and we hope to be able to continue to do that in our future years as well. Okay, so under TDP, the students go through a variety of programs, okay, from etiquette lessons, presentations, to STEAM research. Okay, so that's STEM that we spoke about with A in the middle, artistic or art, so that the students can also bring the soft skills into the projects that they work on. So Ariel from our secondary 3 spoke about her experience. TDP and the STEAM research have challenged me to brainstorm for solutions, encouraged me to be brave to try new things, and deepened my knowledge of real-world problems. So really in groups, again, they are looking for innovative solutions, and we're very proud of our students because they do well in this area. And in fact, 2 of our groups got selected to present at the Virtual Young Innovators Program this year. Okay, so I've spoken quite a fair bit about the programs. I thought the next part I'll also share what connects our students to the school beyond just the academic programs. Okay, so our students, when you talk to them, they'll speak very fondly about what we call the Zhonghua experience. Okay, at the start, the very first week where the students come in, they already have a chance to go through what we call the Set 1 orientation program. Okay, it's for them to get to know the school, for them to get to know their peers, okay, and also their seniors. Okay, we run this program in such a way that the seniors also plan, conduct activities for their juniors. And I think this is very important because they get a chance to see what their juniors are like and model after the kind of behavior, the kind of dispositions, the kind of learning attitude that we want to see in our students. Okay, at secondary 2, the focus is slightly different. Okay, it's what we call cohort bonding, but at the same time, they also learn life skills. Okay, for example, first aid, they also go through resilience building to prepare them for the years in the school. At secondary 3, because many of our students take on leadership positions in secondary 3, they run CCAs, they are the leaders of the student council, of the class care committee, sports leaders, so on and so forth. They form the exco. So we also give them, or rather the focus of the camp is on leadership, where they have a chance to pick up all these leadership competencies, communicate with others, and how to inspire all their peers to share the vision that they have set out to achieve. And at secondary 4, of course, we also want to make sure that they're well placed to achieve success in the national exams. So in secondary 4, a lot of our focus is on motivation, encouragement, so that they are able to work towards their goals and be able to achieve these at the end of the day. Okay, we also have other school events. I can't run through all, there really are a lot. Okay, so you can later speak to my colleagues and my students about these, but I thought I'll just draw your attention to a couple of them. Okay, so we run commemorative events. It's what we do across many schools, but in Zhonghua, our focus really is on gratitude, right? Because we believe our students come with a lot. Okay, and a lot of people have contributed to their journeys along the way and shaped them to become who they are today. And we also hope that our students will be able to bring that same sense of gratitude and pay it forward. Okay, so whether it's at our National Day, or through our VIA, or what we call Values in Action program. Okay, so students from Sec 1 through to 5 will run or they will plan, organize a Values in Action program. So these are some examples of what the students have done. So the picture on the right, you'll see students advocating for a healthy diet, lifestyle, working in partnership with NKF. Okay, and the other picture on the extreme right, that's our students doing beach clean up as well. So it's their way of contributing to a better community, okay, which we are all a part of it. That's something that we emphasize to our students, and through their words, through their actions, through their decisions, we know that they are living this. Okay, so our CCA, next one, I also have a short video. I will have a question for the audience later. Okay, but you just take a look at it. I won't give you the clue yet. Then we'll see who's the most observant of the lot later. Yes. Yeah. Every CCA is represented in the video. Can anyone tell me how many CCAs were featured? Oh. Okay, yes. How many? Just shout out. 20. Oh, very good. Did you already know this before you watched the video? Ah. So clearly we have people in our midst who have done their research prior to coming for today's open house. Okay, so we have 20 CCAs. Okay, so earlier on in the video, you would have seen every single CCA is represented in that video. Okay, so our students have a choice from 20 CCAs across 4 broad groups. Okay, so we have our class and societies, performing arts, okay, uniform groups, and lastly, sports and games. Okay, so for class and societies, we have 5 that the students can choose from. That's the Art Club, Chinese Society, PLDDS, which we have seen perform earlier. Okay, Library, which is the second CCA, okay, and Infocom Club. Okay, you can find out more about the CCAs later from the various booths around the school. And more importantly, talk to the students to find out what their experiences are. Okay, and they have all done very well. Okay, performing arts, 5 performing arts groups in our school. Earlier on, you also have heard our Chinese orchestra. Okay, and if you were at the parade square in the morning, you would have also seen our students from the dance club. Okay, so we have Chinese orchestra, we have choir, we have dance club, we have Ucheng, and we have symphonic band, and they do very well at SYF. So next day is also SYF, so if you join us, you will have a chance to also be a part of this. Okay, we have 6 uniform groups. Okay, Boys Brigade, Girls Brigade, NCC, MPCC, Scouts. Okay, and we have a new uniform group, and that is NCDCC. That's National Civil Defense Cadet Corps. Okay, that's new to our school. Our students have just done the conversion. Okay, our Sec 1 students coming in next year, we have a chance to do this. Okay, I won't go into the details because it will really take me quite a long time, but you can find out more on our website. Okay, but at the same time, you can also, like I said earlier, talk to the students. Okay, and all our CCAs perform, all UGs perform very well as well, year in, year out. Okay, and for sports and games, we have 4 sports. Badminton, basketball for the girls, table tennis, and volleyball for the boys. Okay? Okay, so next I'll move on. I think some of the, you'll be interested, right? I spoke a lot about our programs, I talked about our CCAs and our achievements in the CCAs, right? So now I'll also talk a little bit about how our students perform at national exams, which I think is also one of the questions that the parents and students are interested in. Okay, so these are the results from our 2021 national exams. Okay, but before this, I mean, the many years, for the last 5 years, our students actually achieved high value added results in the national exams, whether it's in the express stream, express course, or in the national CAT course. Our NT or normal technical students also do very well. They're often among the top in the band. Okay, so for our 4 express students, okay, about 90% of them are eligible for JC. okay, or MI, and 100% of them qualify for polytechnic. Okay, for NA students, okay, 30+% are eligible for what we call the Poly Foundation Program, okay, where they articulate immediately into the polytechnic, and they complete 1 year of foundation course before they go on to do the diploma. Okay, about 95% of them qualify for DPP and 96% for 5N subsequently. So again, more information is on our website, and you can also read up on this. Okay, for IT students, 100% of them are eligible for IT. Okay, so earlier on in the video, the very first video that I showed you, okay, you saw right some of the images of our illustrious alumni. Okay, so alumni do very well across different fields. Okay, whether it is in science and research, in medical care, or in the arts, aesthetics, so on and so forth. So these are just some examples. Okay, I will draw your attention to a few of them. Okay, so this is Royston Tan, not an unfamiliar name. Okay, filmmaker. He's also the multimedia director for MVP 2019. Okay, and on the right we have JJ Ong. Okay, not JJ Lin, but still very famous. Okay, so he is calls himself Falling Feathers, musician, songwriter, but also works closely with young people to share his talent. Okay, and both gentlemen we have invited our alumni back to school because we believe that our students would be able to learn a lot from the alumni, from their seniors who have gone on to do very well, who can inspire them, encourage them, okay, and model the way for them. Okay, so they also contribute back to the school by sharing their experiences and the knowledge with their juniors. Okay, so that's our distinguished speaker series that we run twice a year, where we invite our alumni back to share their experiences with the students. Okay, so this is Dr. Noor Hazina. Okay, she's in healthcare. I want to draw your attention to what they say about their experiences in Zhonghua when they were students. Okay, so she shared that in my line of work, what we need to do is to be righteous. Okay, one of our values in our school motto. In the profession of caring, we need to be objective, partial, okay, in caring for our patients. Okay, and I've obtained these values in my years in Zhonghua. Okay, we also have Anik. Okay, and Anik is with A-Star, okay, doing research. Okay, and he also spoke very fondly about his experience and his memories of Zhonghua. My teachers cared for all the students. I had a lot of trouble catching up when I joined in Sec 2, but my teachers helped me push through and get the subjects that I wanted. Zhonghua was where I found my love for physics, and that shaped his entire life and his career. Yeah, I made lifelong friends in Zhonghua too. I would not have reached where I am now if I did not come to Zhonghua. Okay, so that's Anik's reflection. And lastly, we also have Ivan Chang. Okay, so Ivan is now head of payments at Walt Disney Company, which you're all very excited about when you first heard about it. Okay, so Ivan has also started off as an entrepreneur. He started his very first business even when he was a student in Zhonghua. Okay, but of course, the subsequently had new business ideas. He started different startups and sold these businesses, and he's now with Walt Disney Company. Okay, so Ivan's reflection, I will always remember my CCA, Entrepreneur Club. This was in the past. Apart from showing me the ropes of business, my teacher imparted to me the values of integrity and honesty. Okay, my form teacher, this is one of our Chinese teachers and also our HOD student leadership, was an inspiration and a mark to live up to. It shows that a Chinese school with traditional values is not old-fashioned or backward, but rooted in culture and taught him the understanding of how to conduct himself. Okay, so I think from our students, past, present, one thing that always comes up when parents talk to them, when we talk to them, there are two key things. Number one, the caring culture. So they know that their teachers care for them, the teachers are here to support them. Okay, we try our best, okay, regardless of the needs, to customize the kind of support that we are able to give to the students, both academic and non-academic. The second thing is that of values. Okay, that is something we believe in. You hear us talking about it all the time. Okay, it's something that our students really strive to live up to. And very often we get positive stories or anecdotes, emails from members of the public who write in to commend our students for very positive acts or behavior that they demonstrate outside of school. Okay, so some key information before I draw today's presentation to an end. Okay, so this is our PSRE storage, also available on our school website. Okay, for express course, AL range is from 8 to 13. In other words, the cut-off is 13. Okay, for normal academic, it's 21 to 23, and for normal technical, it's 25 to 27. Okay, so if you see the yellow box at the bottom, okay, over the last 3 years, we have more than 90% of our secondary one students who get posted to us who chose Zhonghua as one of their top 3 choices. So we've always been popular among the students, and with choice being one of the critical factor when it comes to PSLE selection, that's something that parents and students want to pay attention to as well. And last year, when we moved towards the AL range, where choice featured more critically in the decision making, we had 99.4% of students, of our Set 1 students, who chose Zhonghua as one of their top 3 choices. Okay. Yeah, so for parents and students who are joining us next year, okay, Zhonghua is also implementing our full subject-based banding starting from next year with our incoming secondary 1 students. So what do we mean by this full subject-based banding? For parents who are more familiar, you know that for a very long time, okay, the students have been offered subjects at a more demanding level. So for example, if they are in NA, they will be offered certain subjects, one of the 4, English, Mother Tongue, Mathematics or Science, at the express level. If they are at NT level, they may also offer these subjects either at the NA or some of them even at the express level as well. Okay, but for full SBB, this also includes humanities. Okay, but this will only be offered to them at the end of secondary 1, after they have a chance to go through and teachers have a chance to observe them. Okay, but one key aspect of it, which we are all very excited about, and I really hope you're just as excited as we are, is that our students now will go into form classes that comprise students from different courses. So in the past, students will be organized by the course that they're allocated to. So express class, NA class, NT class. Okay, but moving forward from secondary 1 next year, they'll be in what we call mixed form classes, where they will have classmates who are from the express course, from the NA course, and from the NT course. We're very excited about this because we really think that our students bring a lot with them, different experiences, different strengths, different talents, and there is plenty that they can learn from one another, regardless of the course that they are allocated to. Okay, so the students will also offer common curriculum, what we call the common curriculum. These are subjects that everyone in the class will take together. For example, art, PE, D&T, CCE, so on and so forth. Okay, they will take the other subjects at their allocated or their given level. So this will be English, Math, Science, and Mother Tongue. Okay, so if they are allocated express, they'll take the subjects at express, so on and so forth. Okay, and like I mentioned, the humanities subjects, the more demanding level, will come in at the end of Set 1 based on their performance and based on teachers' observations, and want to offer these in secondary 2. Okay, so before I end off, okay, you've heard a lot from me today. Okay, I thought, what better way to tell you what Zhonghua is about than for my colleagues, okay, and for my students to share about Zhonghua. So let's hear what Zhonghua means to them.
Zhonghua is family, fun, and friendship. A place I call a second home, and where learning centers.
Zhonghua is the place where a child gets the support from teachers to go the extra mile.
Zhonghua is my second home, a place where long-lasting relationships are formed and where life valuable lessons are learned.
What is Zhonghua to you?
Zhonghua is what we do.
A better person! Okay, so if you want to find out more about Zhonghua, of course you can visit our follow and take a look at our social media pages, okay, or also our school website as well. There's a lot of information there that you can read up on. Okay, otherwise we've come to the end. Okay, I know I'm running a bit late. Okay, if you have got questions, my colleagues and I will be at the front to pick your questions. Thank you very much and have a good afternoon. Thank you.
Oh, no, don't My child also don't have a dress. Yeah, this is the first organ hospital. Yeah, you all came in without the benefit of the factory already. I mean, what's the three, he also double sign. You also know. After my eldest son, this my youngest daughter, like only 6. So I can open house again. Okay. So how now? So today you just came to support the performance. First time seeing. Oh, first time seeing. Yeah, because last time with all these years always video. So nice, right? Yeah. Besides, you see all must be the doctor. Yeah. So her name is what?